Hello, I'm Renard Howard with Howard Remodeling Group,
I'm Anthony Howard with AHR Enterprises.
and we're here today to just speak to some of the comments we've been getting on our YouTube channel. And one of the comments that we've received is, what is construction gone real estate? Well, as many of you already know, I am the construction side of this venture where I do all types of remodeling projects. I don't know if I want to say favorites or my specialties are bathrooms, kitchens, and then I'll go outside and build your deck. However, I'm able to do it all. Anthony, what do you do?
Hello, hashtag CGRE, hashtag construction gone real estate family. I know you all have been saying, well, where is Anthony? What happened to Anthony? I saw him at the very beginning. He just disappeared. We've only seen Renard. First and foremost, we want to say thank you so very much for the support, for the feedback, the comments that you have given us. As Renard just said, with construction gone real estate, he's the construction remodeling side, and I am all things real estate. So we are excited to join together as family and get this venture going. Renard is just doing himself an injustice. He did say the areas that he works within, but he can do it all. I say to him all the time, his granddad, my dad would be so proud of him. He's taken what we both have learned, and he's just put it on steroids, or what I like to call it. So with construction going real estate, it really started as conversations that both Renard and I we were having for a while, just talking. And with this particular project, one of the things that Renard does, he will take pictures and videos of pretty much all of the jobs that he does. So one great thing that you can do, not just with all of you that are following us with Construction Gone Real Estate and this series, but also he has a presence out there on all the social medias. He'll get you that information where this is a good one, not to get too sidetracked, but this is a good one here. He does a weekly go live. I think that's Facebook, if I'm correct.
Yeah, on Facebook.
And it's inspirational, it's funny. Renard, he's a God-fearing man, family man, just a great guy. And I say that not because he's my nephew, but that is the essence of who he is. But ultimately, just started as a conversation, and it's funny how when we put things out into the universe starts to conform to those words. So be careful what you put out there, CGRE, hashtag construction going real estate family, because thoughts and words can become things. So Renard was taking some pictures and doing what he normally does with this project that we're working on here. And from there, we just said, some way, like, it'd be great if we created a video, or we already do. We have a golf cart passing by. I'm going to be talking about that in a minute, but I'm not going to stop because I want you to hear that background noise. But ultimately, we were saying, well, we already do what we see on HGTV, and I know a lot of you that are watching. You watch the HGTV shows. You may have a favorite one. So we said, why can't we do that? And I said, you know how that good old saying, I know a guy, I got a guy. So I reached out to my graphic arts tech guy, and he said, well, send me over your content. Let me take a look at it and see what I can put together. Long story short, here we are, hashtag CGRE, hashtag construction going real estate. And this is the birth of what I know I personally feel, he personally feels, we personally feel that it is a great opportunity for us. One of the questions, and this is in no specific order, one of the questions was with regards to, as I speak in terms of all things real estate. One of the things that is probably not known is the property itself, some information about the property. While I'm not going to get into any major details, I will say some are thinking maybe it's a flip property. Just don't know. Well, this particular property, they're doing work out here on this golf course, and once again, I'm about to get it. I'm getting into what this is. They're waving at us while we're sitting where we're sitting. This is an awesome property. There was a show on HGTV, and they would talk. I think the title of it is actually Good Bones or something along those lines. But this particular property has great bones. This is one of my clients. The property is currently listed, but it's temporarily inactive or temporarily off market. Excuse me. Going through a series of updates based on feedback that we were getting from the various showings. So ultimately, with this, this particular property has great bones. These updates that we're doing once again are based on the feedback that we were getting, and we're sitting right now on the awesome, beautiful view from the screened-in back porch, I guess you would say. Renard can correct me if I say anything incorrect on the construction side, where it had this beautiful, awesome view of the tee-off green here. I'm not going to identify the which hole or tee it is currently, but we'll get back to that. But ultimately, it is not a flip property. This is one of my clients. So we had a conversation, and the planets lined up, and was able to get things going here. So we're excited about the outcome of what this will be, and we cannot wait for you all to see. So we've been sort of teasing you a little bit. It's a lot of activity going on today. We've been teasing you a little bit about all of what is happening in the home, and we are just super excited what this outcome will be. So we welcome continued feedback. We welcome questions in terms of all things real estate. For me, the question has been, well, Anthony, what do you do in terms of real estate? Our goal, my personal goal, Renard and our goal is to do some buying and flipping. And we are full steam ahead on that, looking at properties. Also, for you listening, or someone that you may know may be in the market, have been thinking about home ownership as a first-time home buyer. You may have your own property now. You may be looking at investment in terms of you wanting to sell that property, listing. I have several clients now that I'm working with in various capacities. This particular client, this is a listing, helping this particular client to sell this property. Has multiple properties, doesn't actually live in this property currently, but when my client sees all the work that's being done, we laugh and we joke about coming back. I'm like, oh, we'll see. But ultimately, I work with sellers, I work with buyers, investors, whatever your investment need may be. For me personally, my background, I've worn a number of different hats, but specifically to what we're doing here, I have I would just say 25 plus years of construction and remodeling experience. Started with my dad, following him around when doing his working years. He's resting now, and during his working years, he was a supervisor with the Housing Authority in Winston-Salem, and I have those fond memories. Some fine, some I'm like, I don't want to be here. But I would ride around with him sometimes whenever I could, and his little page or whatever be going off, and then afterwards I would go to some of his outside clients' houses, and I would help him do furnaces and all types of things. The house that I actually grew up in, he actually built that house from the ground up. So it's in my fingertips, it's in my bones, it's in my spirit, it's in my heart. Couldn't get away from it if I wanted to. So what Renard does, I know exactly what it is. I actually have more years than you in terms of having been around this arena. But like I say, Renard, he's taking this thing and he has put it on steroids. And so before I keep going, I'm gonna pass it to you, and you can talk a little bit about your background with it.
So my background comes from when I was a teenager. When a lot of the youngsters my age was going to summer camps and the Y, I was hanging out with my granddad learning this amazing craft. And so my life actually took a turn where I went to college and got my degrees in healthcare. And so I worked in healthcare for many years, and when my grandfather passed, I really wanted to do something that kind of kept his memory alive. So that was the birth of Howard Remodeling Group, or as I always call it, HRG. And I was doing both jobs. I would work my healthcare job during the day and HRG at night. And it got to a point to where I had to make a decision, and my heart was with HRG. So here I am today. I'm 5 years into this thing full time. But again, my experience goes back to when I was 13, 14 years old. And so HRG is my passion. And I love to come into your home and take your visions and make it reality. And that's what we do. And so you're going to learn more and more about us. But right now, we're going to stop talking. And like my Uncle Anthony says, we're sitting on the tee off of this beautiful golf course. Wait a minute, I'm talking. And we can do it. And so we're sitting here and we're going to stop boring you with all these words that we're saying, although very important. And we're going to show you where we are in this renovation. Now, we're not done. We're just going to give you an update of what week 3 has done for us. You got it.
So before we sign off with this part of what we're doing, once again, with the property, if you have any specific questions related to this property, it is actively for sale. It's just temporarily off market. Once again, this is a golf course, country club community, a mature community, plenty of trees. With the weather, this North Carolina weather is crazy, I tell you. For me, also on the real estate side, I am licensed. I'm with Keller Williams, Lake Norman. I am licensed with North Carolina, so I'm pretty much all things North Carolina, although I know, of course, Charlotte and the metro area. I hopefully soon will have my South Carolina license, but I also reach up into Winston-Salem, at the Triad area, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Kernersville, surrounding. I have a colleague or someone that I work along with that is in that Raleigh-Durham area. So those are those key areas. But if you have any questions, you are looking at any part of North Carolina, I can definitely assist you. So any questions that you may have, one of the things that we would like to incorporate in what we're doing with hashtag CGRE, hashtag Construction Going Real Estate, is to be able to incorporate answering some questions for you. So whether it be on the construction remodeling side, put those in the comments or send it to us individually, however you want to get it in. Some of those questions we'll answer via both within the comments, as well as we'll take some time to answer some of these questions also as we're updating you with this particular project on the construction remodeling side. And then for me, if you have any real estate questions, I'm always, when I'm speaking with my current clients, as well as those that may not be clients now, but they have questions, I am a no pressure guy. So that's one of the things that I've been through several personal closes myself, also, which sort of helped me want to travel this road of real estate, this side of real estate. So if you just have some questions that has been on your mind, you would love to get some answers to, I'm your guy. Give me a call, put it in the comment box. I'll answer those questions here within hashtag CGRE, hashtag Construction Going Real Estate, or as well as in the comment section. So we want to be your, as we say, one-stop shop.